Right, hello and welcome. So recently I went over the Bugatti Veyron Group 4 vehicle with the LS7 engine swap in it, and I said, you know what, it's actually a good vehicle. Like the power, the Bugatti handles the power extremely well. It's quite fast. I mean, it says lap times around the 1 minute 30-second mark. But look, we're getting distracted. That's not what we're here for today, because the Bugatti Veyron wasn't the only car to receive that engine swap this update. No, the Lexus LC500 is also now available to be engine swapped with the engine from the Subaru BRZ drift car. Yes, a big old massive V8 can be going and swapping the big old massive V8s in the Lexus LC500. So with that being said, sit back, relax and enjoy today's video. So the Lexus LC500, you can pick up this vehicle for about 150,000 credits from Brand Central. Now, what do you get for 150,000 credits? Well, you get Lexus's premium Gran, which produces 469 brake horsepower and comes in at a weight of 1,940 kgs. Look, plain down, it's a heavy vehicle. And that's its downfall. It could be a lot faster if it was a lot lighter. Because look, around Chaos Driving Park, it's fun. You can get the rear end to step out. Coming down the straightaway, you feel the gusto, but it doesn't really feel like you're going that fast. You don't really feel the excitement or just the pure insanity that the Lexus LC500 could have been. That's unless you upgrade it, because as you can see on screen now is my fully upgraded Lexus LC500. This is the full capability you can get out of a Lexus LC500 in Gran Turismo 7. I mean, it has racing soft tires, max upgrades, max downforce, a wide body kit. It's just absolutely mental. And we see now performance wise, the vehicle produces 756 brake horsepower. But the main thing is not even the horsepower, the weight. The weight is now down to 1,338 kgs. Over 600 kgs has been ripped out of the Lexus LC500. I don't know if you know this, but 600 kgs is absolutely massive when it comes to weight reduction. So it makes it quite a spicy vehicle, because around Chaos Driving Park is just an absolute weapon. If you want to light up your rear tires, it'll do it with absolute ease. Zero effort is required. Just go around a corner and hold the gas down. Hold the accelerator in place and you are gonna find yourself going sideways and possibly even spinning out if you aren't really awake or just aware of what's going on. But the rear wheels absolutely love lighting up when you really push it and get aggressive when cornering. Now you can take it more civilized by just using a bit of throttle control, and what I like is you don't really have to throttle control this vehicle right around the circuit. You don't have to really just have this vehicle light up its rear wheels at every single instance or just every single chance it gets. No, the Lexus LC500 fully upgraded. Around the corners, it can be a death machine or an absolute track weapon. It's really up to you how you take the corners, because I was able to just absolutely slide from corner to corner, or was able to actually take the corners quite appropriately and set decent lap times. Talking about lap times, around Chaos Driving Park, we find ourselves setting lap times around the 1 minute 34-second mark, which means it is a competitive vehicle. However, where it does lose some brownie points is when you want to actually use it around like a WTC 700 or an event with fuel consumption applied. Because with it having a big old V8 producing massive amounts of power, it's not really economical, because we see around that event we find ourselves doing 2 laps before, well, if you're really fuel safe, you can get 2 laps out of it before we need to dive into a pit to refuel. So I wouldn't really say it's the most compatible or the best vehicle to use, but look, you can still get the event done, and the same can be said about the WTC 600. Now let's just say you aren't even interested in money grinding with this vehicle. You just want to experience absolute carnage and want to feel the full performance of a Lexus LC500. With the vehicle being at this 800 horse, like just under the 800 horsepower mark, you can really feel like it's balancing on a fence between if it's okay, it can handle the power, and this is a bit too much power. So now with us being able to head on over to GT Auto, slap in this big old V8, and by the way, the V8 only costs 300,000, which means with you spending a total of 450,000 credits, you get a vehicle that's pushing over 1,000 horsepower. Mind blowing. So with that being said, right, being a bit distracted, after you take it in and swap it, and then you head on over to the tuning shop and add an ultra high RPM turbocharger, you can bump the power up to 1,232 brake horsepower, which is nothing to really look down upon. And the thing is, with this engine, it's actually lighter than the standard LC500 engine, which means we actually bring the weight down. So this could either go one of two ways. It could be an absolute dead machine, or we could have just found the perfect way to have the Lexus LC500. Now, around Chaos Driving Park, the vehicle is, you won't believe it, it's fast. Like, look, we are coming at over 300 kilometers per hour coming down the main straightaway. Then we slam on the brakes. Yes, we do get bits of understeer, which I was not expecting from this vehicle, but it's fine. We keep pushing. It's nothing really like, oh my word, coming out of corners you do need to be a bit safer, because look, it can be sketchy. I'll be real with you, it is so scary at times, but in a good way. At no point in time I think, I can't even drive this car, it's too powerful, the vehicle can't handle the power. The vehicle sliding out in a controllable manner. It's easy to catch it in its slides, it's easy to adjust it. At no point in time was I like, oh no, this vehicle's trash. It is an absolute blast. I had so much fun driving the vehicle at this power level. Look, lap time wise, we aren't really seeing a massive change. The vehicle is setting a 1 minute 33 second lap time, which is what, 1 second faster. But then when I went in and did some tuning to the gears, because I just extended the later gears because it was just too short and I felt like I wasn't really getting as much out as I would have liked. Well, I tuned that and the vehicle went a bit faster, now setting lap times around the 1 minute 32.7 second mark, which is quite good. Now, if you want to use this vehicle for money grinding events, I am going to leave a video link in the description. I was watching this guy's videos and I was quite impressed with his tunes. The fact that he was able to get this vehicle to 600 performance points and actually win the event, I thought, okay, that is quite impressive. Also, he did a WTC 700 tune. The reason I'm leaving a link in the description and not showing you my own tune, I'm not the best when it comes to tuning, and when I feel like a tune just isn't good, I'm not gonna post it at all. I'm not gonna waste your time and say, oh, try my tune, it's amazing, and then you drive it and you're like, nah, this is trash. So to avoid that, I'm gonna give you a tune that I've seen it with my own eyes work. So let me know your thoughts. So with that being said, the Lexus LC500 with the LS7 engine swap in it is overall a good vehicle, a fun vehicle in fact, and worth the money in my opinion. But hey, let me know your thoughts of this engine swap in the comment section down below. And with all this being said, thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for your time, and I will see you guys in the next Gran Turismo 7 video. Peace.